All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakah Kodash, which is the true name of the Heavenly Father and His only begotten Son, are two great kings, the gods that the King James Bible speaks of, which again, the true name of the Heavenly Father is Yahweh, and His only begotten Son, who the world of ignorance calls Christ. True name is Yahweh Shai. Second of all, I want to give double honors to my elders and apostles of Great Millstone, Elder Tahar and on down, that rule and teach well. And third of all, I want to give a peace and safety to the hopeful elect out there, the brothers that push this truth, the truth of the King James Bible, and all truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the globe. All right, so I just want to do a short lesson, or however long the spirit of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai allows it to go. And I want to name the video, "The Damage Has Already Been Done." All right, and Lord Will's brothers can see on the screen the inspiration for this lesson comes from this article that I have here from the Zero Hedge. And the title of the article reads, so like in the title of the article reads, 800 ships trapped in the Persian Gulf are scrambling to figure out if they can leave. You don't switch global shipping flows back on in 24 hours. All right. Now, I'm pretty sure all the brothers out there are aware that supposedly Babylon, Iran, and Israel have reached a ceasefire. All right. Supposedly. Because there's also a word that, they're still going at it. They're still bombing each other, which they've been pretty much bombing each other all day. But some report says that Iran and Israel are still bombing each other. So, we got to wait and see, tomorrow or in the morning, all right, when more information comes out. Because the devil Trump might just be lying again or whatever. Who knows? But, we'll find out in the morning. And supposedly, allegedly, again, according to the deal that they made in this ceasefire, part of the deal in this ceasefire is they will let Iran will let ships go through the Strait of Hormuz. All right, but the straits it was always open. It was never closed. Only people it was closed to was American ships, Israel ships, and people that were helping them in this war. All right, or their allies. If their allies wanted their resources, all they had to do was pay and you want, like Iran said. All right, but again, supposedly the straits is back open to everybody again. All right, supposedly, but again, we'll see what's up with that in the morning. But like the title of the video is, the damage has already been done, man. Like this article is pretty much explaining, you don't just switch on global shipping flows back on in 24 hours. All right, because the straits has been closed for some time now, and like the article says, it's 800 ships trapped in the Persian Gulf are scrambling to figure out if they can leave. So they're still waiting to see if it's cool for them, to sell their ships still. All right, if there really is a ceasefire. All right, and it might not be. They might try to take off when they heard it's a ceasefire and Iran sinks the ship. All right, or the small hats or Babylon pull off a false flag and sink all the ships and then blame it on Iran. That could be a possibility too. All right, and say they did that and they broke the ceasefire. All right, that could be a possibility too. All right, because we know a false flag is coming. All right, but I'm gonna pause it real quick. All right. All right, so like your brothers, Lord Will's brothers can see on the screen as just a simple Google search for the damage has been done. What does it mean when someone says the damage has been done? And it says a bad situation has already occurred and it is now too late to fix it or prevent its harmful effects. Right, to prevent its harmful effects. That this is gonna, like everybody's been saying, all these financial experts or these war experts or whatever has been saying that this is going to cause famines. It's going to cause an energy crisis, All right. So on and so forth. All right. So, and you can't prevent that now. Like people have been saying, if the strait was open today, tomorrow, 2 days ago, or whatever, the damage has already been done. There's no reversing the effects um, that are going to come due to the straits being closed for so long. All right. So again, um, too late to fix or prevent its harmful effects. All right. Again, this is going to create an energy crisis. All right, which gas and diesel is already going through the roof. All right. Shortages. Certain places have already been telling people to start rationing their gas. All right. The fertilizer, which is needed in order to grow crops. All right. So, people are it's estimated that a lot of people are gonna starve. All right, and still you got 800 ships. Even though again supposedly there's a ceasefire, they still got 800 ships sitting out there waiting to get the word if they can sail. All right, or not. And, again, is the small hats might pull off a false flag? That's definitely a possibility. Or we say we got a ceasefire, and then they sank the tankers and blame it on Iran. Saying they did it in order to break the ceasefire. Because I don't know all the details of the ceasefire yet, but supposedly Iran supposedly got the better of the deal if there is a ceasefire. All right. Trump been talking all this shit and whatever, and basically everybody's saying he folded like a lawn chair. All right. But again, a false flag could be coming. All right. Such as that, like I just named, just speaking as a man, Iran, not Iran, but Israel or America could sink, let's say, 100 of them tankers and then blame it on Iran. And that would, justify them saying, oh, well, they broke the ceasefire. Now, we're back at it again. The war's back on again. It's just me speaking as a man. All right. Because we know we can't trust this devil, man. And Iran is stupid to even agree to a ceasefire. If again they did agree to a ceasefire, again we'll find out in the morning. But yeah, it's too late, man. Way too late in the game. Like people were saying, the streaks is going to cause or have a negative effect. All right, on the west and on the east, on the western side of the world and the eastern side of the world. All right. It's 2nd Ezra chapter 15 verse 14. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein. Right, the Lord said, woe to the world and them that dwell therein, and that's what's coming. A lot of woes. Woe means destruction. All right, chaos. Again, energy crisis. A lack of bread and water. All right, an energy crisis equals a famine. All right, which when you read down, it speaks about uh people destroying each other because of lack of bread and great tribulations. All right, and again, energy crisis, shortages on fuel or whatever, or a price increase on fuel and diesel, which would drive the prices in the store up, which people already can't afford anyway before all this, before the war in the Persian Gulf started. All right, which people would have to resort to crime in order to get it. Because people ain't just gonna sit around and starve. All right, so the Lord is bringing destruction to the world, man. The Lord said, war into the world. All right, and this war in the Middle East again is going to affect the whole world. All right, the eastern side of the world and the western side of the world. All right, some places will just be affected more than others. All right, but yeah, man, the damage has already been done. All right, and we'll see tomorrow. This devil come out tomorrow, and say whatever he got to say, and then we'll hear what Iran really had to say. All right, or if they really agree to a ceasefire, and what are the conditions of the ceasefire? What did one side have to give up in order for them to reach this agreement? All right, but again, we know how Esau get down. Esau pull something off, do something, and then blame it on them, and then well, this justifies us breaking the ceasefire because they did this. They broke the ceasefire, not us. And one thing that could happen, again, them ships are still stuck. As far as I know, them ships are still stuck in the Persian Gulf or in the Straits of Hormuz. All right, they could blow about 100 of them ships up and then blame it on Iran or the Houthis or whatever. Blame it on them. All right, and say, yeah, they broke the ceasefire. Now again, the war is back on. But we'll see in the morning. But Lord Wood, this lesson was edifying. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakah Kodash. Double honors again to my elders and apostles, the great millstone, and peace and safety to you, brothers, to push this truth and sincerity. And with that, I'm going to say shalom.